Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. Now's the time. Don't give them nothing.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
False start, offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Makes the score.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
On first down, Thompson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
7 yards.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 11-yard line.
Going right side here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On 3rd down, Roberson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Here's Thompson. From the gun, he'll throw. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And 1.
On third down, Peters. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Peters. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Second and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched. You just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Thompson off the play fake. He'll fire it deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A gain of 29.
He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Thompson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Thompson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Thompson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Eagles nothing.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peters. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
To throw is Thompson. Throwing on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit on
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now this has not been his game.
And once again he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Now Thompson throwing on third and long. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
22 yards there, a first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Well, a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Thompson now. Off play action. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Off play action. Thompson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, 41 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. They'll run on first down. Connor. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, there's There's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
They got his man complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
To number 80.
A big play there. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established. This run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
14.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A gain there of 30 big ones. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Thompson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 21 yards away. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Chicago Bears.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On first down, Roberson. And he's got some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Kicker on for the extra.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Set to kick off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
taken down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Thompson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Returnable here from the 38. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bears take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, Connor. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's Thompson on first down. Completion here to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Thompson on first and 10. That is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Operating from the gun, Thompson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Intercepted. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
On the carry.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 1. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as the Bears push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there
and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw is Thompson. Looking to throw on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Thompson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
11 yards. It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Thompson throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Thompson's pass intended for.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Thompson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
35-yard line.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Thompson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 26 yards on the play there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Philadelphia.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
28.